It's been just over 2 months since we welcomed Evie Jo into the family.
Can you get it?
Get it, get it. Oh,
Whoa, you got it?
I think we're looking forward to just settling down and getting to know this little beautiful angel.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. For months, you guys have been like, where are the kids? Jinger Duggar's daughter, Evie Jo, has not been featured on her Instagram for months. Remember in November, she had the baby and they started posting photos, and even leading up to the birth of the baby, they were posting photos of her belly, sharing every detail from, the announcement to the gender reveal, with them constantly doing bump photos and updates on the bump and the progress of her pregnancy. They published the birth special on TLC, and then in the months leading up to the birth, people started to notice that Jinger just seemed a little bit off. They were worried about her. They were worried about her mental health. She started posting about anxiety, and then she has the baby, and then they post some photos of the baby, and then suddenly they don't. The last time Jinger posted a photo of the baby was in December. So this was coming from a place of these two had always posted photos of their kids, and it was a stark contrast. Before her pregnancy, they were promoting a podcast. They had launched a merch store, and they seemed to be on this trajectory of just like going towards the blogging, that Christian blogger world. And then that all halted. They have not been promoting their merch anymore. They were seen in LA, posting photos in LA, wearing hats that weren't theirs. Only months before, they were promoting their own hats, which has a lot of people feeling like their store isn't maybe doing as well, which is Hope and Steed. And she was selling like $22 candles. I'm not even joking, like tiny little candles covered in cement for like 20 some dollars. It's such a ripoff. And so people are like, what's going on? Their podcast isn't on. They're not promoting their merchandise. And Ginger's looking sad in all of these photos. There's a photo that she posts where her eyes look like she's been crying. And Jeremy is posting all of these photos like she's so pretty and I love her. And then there's no photos of the kids at all. People begin to worry that she has postpartum and they're making her like pray away the feeling, which is impossible. So after all of this controversy, suddenly and randomly, a video is put up on TLC Me, which is so weird, you guys. There has been a lot of stuff that's gone on with the Duggars in the last several months. Justin got married a week ago, and there's literally nothing on TLC's website. They did not post congratulations about his wedding. They did not even mention the wedding, which is crazy. Hillary Spivey is like publishing all of the photos from that day. They've put out video. So TLC doesn't update on one of their like benchmarks with the Duggar family, which are weddings, but then they do a 2-month update on the baby. So it seems suspect, and it seems like it's a reaction to people wanting to know where the baby is because they're not putting it out on social media. So they put out this video, which again seems bizarre because first, Jeremy's the one that's doing most of the talking, and again, they're not showing the baby's face. So then people are worried, like, is something wrong with the baby? Is there a reason why she's not showing the face? Is there something going on with, what is going on here? Are they trying to protect the baby's privacy? Which seems weird because they're on a show, they're on a reality show, like that doesn't make sense. But it was in this video that Jeremy actually did most of the talking, and Jinger to me seems a little forced. Here's a few clips.
I think the most exciting thing about this chapter of our lives has been seeing how Felicity has graduated to Big Sister. Oh, Baby Jo. Oh, so sweet of you.
She loves Baby Jo. She's so just wanting to take it in and enjoy family time.
Oh my, so hard.
One of the big questions and one of the big rumors that's been going around is that Jinger and Jeremy are struggling in their marriage. And this has been consistently reported by The Sun. Take it for what it's worth. I don't really know how accurate they are. They also claim that Jed is marrying Lauren Caldwell, and there's literally no evidence of that. I don't even think that's true. I do think that Jedediah is marrying that Katie girl, Katie Nikatsu. So they claim that Jinger and Jeremy are in the middle of this huge problem in their marriage, and they're having a difficult time adjusting from 1 to 2 children. And in the video that they published, which was only a minute, Jinger doesn't really say much. And it's weird because the way that she's holding the baby, she seems like sort of detached from the baby. And how she talks about the baby is very odd because she says, you know, the baby's eating well and sleeping well.
Evie Jo's doing great with her sleeping and eating.
And then she's like, the best part of this time is seeing Felicity become a big
angel.
sister.
I think the most exciting thing about this chapter of our lives has been seeing how Felicity has graduated to big sister.
It almost seems as though, in a way, that she's not bonded to the baby. And I don't mean that lightly, because I do think that maybe PPD is an option here, because generally, when you say the most exciting part about having the baby, wouldn't typically be like about the other child. So her biggest excitement is seeing how Felicity is becoming a big sister, as though the new baby's life is sort of centered around Felicity. And then from the way that she's holding the baby, kind of like disconnected to the baby, sort of like hanging off onto the side, it all just seems a little bit weird. And then Jeremy's doing all the talking and basically saying like, we're just sort of enjoying this time as it is. Like, don't worry, that's why we're being weird, because they're just trying to enjoy themselves as a family. I think that Ginger is struggling. I think that Jeremy and Jinger don't believe that Jinger needs help. I don't think if she needed help, they would get her help. I don't believe that they believe that she needs help, or that they think that they can pray this away. And I don't think that's fair. And I think she had back-to-back pregnancies. If you remember, she lost one of the babies that she was her first. So her second pregnancy she lost, and then she was pregnant really fast after that. And the hormones, her body was probably very out of kilter. She was showing signs of anxiety leading up to the birth, and then following the birth has stopped posting photos of the kids, is not engaging as much on her Instagram. And now when she's posting an update to everyone, you can't see the baby's face, and her most exciting moment is about Felicity. Now I get that they want to include Felicity in the video and they want to include Felicity as a part of it, and it's great that Felicity is becoming a good big sister. It just seemed like an odd reaction to me. I posted this on my Instagram, and I just wanted to know what you guys were feeling about this. I just wanted to know what you guys were feeling about this. So this is what I shared. I said, for months, fans have wanted to know what's going on with Jinger and Jeremy not showing photos of their kids. Now, suddenly, an update is posted on TLC giving an update on Evie Jo. So weird that nothing has been said about Justin's wedding. I've also never seen updates like this in the past for others that had babies during the off season. Good to see the kids are okay, but something is so off here. And it did feel off to me. So what were the responses from you guys? One person said, Jeremy sounds like he isn't too sure about things. Another person says, he gives me major creeper vibes like the guy John from the show and Tell Me Your Secrets. Person said they're calling the baby Joe. One person said, is it me or is she holding EJ weird? Not connected to her at all. I seem to recall her being very connected and engaged with Felicity, which is true. She posted so many photos of her and Felicity. It looks like she's holding back tears right after he says they will look back on these times as the good old days. And then someone else said, anyone would lose their sparkle when having kids this close together. It can be very tiring and overwhelming at times. Doesn't mean Jinger is suffering from postpartum. Even if she is, how they choose to deal with it is totally up to them. People need to quit assuming the worst. Also, if they decide to not share the photos of the girls all at once, it is their decision. They are not obligated to post pictures of them, which is another good point. And then someone said this, something just seems so artificial about the way that they're standing there. Obviously, it's reality TV and it's always artificial, but I feel like the interviews like this, you can tell that something is truly relaxed and it's just being themselves, and that's not what is happening here. Another person said, something is very off about this video. Why is Evie's face away from the camera for the entire clip? I'm thinking Jinger has postpartum, and I really wish her the best. Jinger looks so sad. A lot of the comments were about how they just weren't showing the baby's face. So overall, you guys are either like, I agree. They don't have to show photos and they don't have to engage, and it's totally up to them. I think we don't have to assume that she has postpartum, but I think something's definitely, you just don't go from being super, super, super excited, posting constantly about your kids, and then suddenly you just stop once you have the baby. Like something had to have changed. And I think something's going on here, whether it's with her marriage or with her health. And the fact that Jeremy is consistently posting photos about how pretty she is. And then you guys, he posted a photo where it looks like he photoshopped her, which was so weird to me. So what are your thoughts about all of this? Is this normal? Does it seem weird? Katie, you're reaching. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.